FaceTime with my shorty on.
So you've managed to get your meeting with your first ever business owner for your social media marketing agency services. But how do you go about closing them in the meeting? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you just how to do that, guys. So it's going to be value packed. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get right into this video, guys. So in this video, I just want to show you the 2 steps in, well, basically like 2 things that I say to the business owner or ask the business owner that really get me closes pretty much like every meeting I do, right? Because it's just good, guys. Like, without further ado, let's jump right into those 2 things. So essentially, at the very start of the meeting, you want to say this one thing. You want to say, why did you decide to jump on this meeting with me, or why did you decide to jump on this call with me? So most of the calls I do are via Skype. In fact, 100% of the calls I do are via Skype because I really don't want to go ahead and travel to the business to do the call myself when you can just jump on Skype. And most people don't really mind doing it, if I'm perfectly honest, but it really depends on the business. I'm actually traveling to London in a few weeks to actually go to a business owner myself. But obviously, like, this is a very, very high ticket client that could potentially sign on with me. So that's why I'm going to do that. But for the most part, it's via Skype. So yeah, you just want to say, why did you decide to jump on this call with me? Now, they'll kind of be a bit confused at the start, and they'll be like, I'm not really happy with my marketing at the moment, or I feel like I could be doing something better, or something along those lines, right? Now, that's kind of your opening because you're basically addressing their pain point directly, right? You are saying that you're basically like forcing them to admit that they need you to help them like bridge that gap from A to B, right? If they want to get a certain amount of new clients, a certain amount of new students, then they need your services, right? And they need your help to do that. So that's kind of what you are doing when you ask that question, right? Now, it does throw them off, as I said, but it's for a good reason, right? Because they're not really expecting it, and it just does help you out quite a lot, right? So say that one thing at the very start of the meeting once you build up some rapport with the business owner, and they're going to thank you a lot for it later, right? So yeah, like, that's the first thing I basically go over. The second thing I like to talk about in the meeting is lifetime value of a customer, right? So essentially, the lifetime value of a customer means how much that customer or client is worth to the business in the long run, and you also account for the referrals, right? So let's say you have a gym client, right? Or you're jumping into a meeting with a gym owner and you want to close them as a client. You could essentially have one of your PowerPoint slides, if you are doing this via Skype, and you can have a picture of a value ladder, which Russell Brunson talks about, and then you could say, like, let's say the average customer for your gym pays £30 per month, right? And it's for unlimited use, and that's that, right? You can then say, based on the previous results, or let's just say they stick for an average of 3 to 6 months, right? Let's just say 4 months. We then know that client for the gym is worth 4 months, which is 4 multiplied by the 30, right? Which is like 3, 6, 9, 12, £120 over that 4-month period, right? Now, let's say they really enjoy the service, right? The gym is an amazing time, and they're finding it very valuable, right? They can then go ahead and refer people. So let's say they refer 2 people to your gym, right? So you're gaining 2 new clients off that one person that you basically got to join. Who are both then worth another £120 each, which is 240, 360 quid. So that one person you bring in could be worth up to £360. Now, obviously, it's an estimate. You can't guarantee that every person you bring in is going to get you £360 in revenue, but you can say, based on these previous results, if you want to look over the results with the business owner, you can say stuff like that. Or if you've got previous clients and you're sort of seeing the same thing, then you can basically talk to the business owner about that, right? And they're going to like that because essentially you are showcasing them to that. You're showcasing them that you bring in one person and you're essentially bringing in this amount of revenue, right? Now, it doesn't just have to be for gyms. It can literally be for any business at all. Probably like real estate, dentists, stuff like that. I mean, even dentists, you could say, let's say I bring you in one new client who then pays you like £1,000 for a teeth whitening session. Let's say they really enjoy it, or their friends ask, oh, where did you get that teeth whitening done? You can then say, that person will then say to their friends, oh, I got it done in this place, and then maybe they'll go ahead, and you see where I'm going. It's sort of that like organic reach, right, and that kind of viral effect to an extent. So say those 2 things, guys. The first question, which was, why did you decide to jump on the call with me? And the second, the second statement you could say is the lifetime value one. So 2 things you can say in your meeting to pretty much guarantee you close them right. I hope you found that video helpful, guys. Definitely stick around for the next video because I've got plenty of great content coming up. See you in the next video, guys.